I used to ask someone else if I could take time off, and that thought hit me this week. I think it's felt so normal to always ask for permission in, if not many, all areas of our life, right? Especially working these jobs where we would often just ask for permission to have time off in our day, to be able to go on vacation, to be able to just have a mental health day. That felt normal. Submitting the time off, waiting for the approval to happen, then planning the trip and all the other next steps. And sometimes I would even have to negotiate my PTO requests. When that started happening, that's when I knew certain things are just not for you, girl. But designing your own week means you don't actually have to ask anybody for permission to have your time back and use it how you please. If anything, you may be asking yourself for awareness so you know how to spend your time, where to place it, how to be mindful of making good use of your time, right? Depending on what it is that you're trying to do. But you have 100% ownership of your calendar. When I was planning my week out for my trip and travel and a really exciting meeting and coaching session that I get to have, I'm going to tell you guys more about this later because I'm so elated. I'm still processing the fact that I get to have this moment. But when she asked the days and times that I'm available, I was technically available for both. And the fact that she reminded me, you have 100% ownership of your time, it made me pause. And then it put so much into perspective for me of the fact that I actually do. I don't have to wait for you to approve my trip for grad school. I don't have to wait for you to approve my PTO time because I took time off when my dog passed away. I don't have to wait for those things. When people have real life happening, real moments happening, when you need to step away, when you need to breathe, it's disheartening because not many companies recognize that. And sometimes beyond the company, not many leaders recognize it. So when I had to play Monopoly with the way that I have, with the PTO that I have, that was granted and given, the personal time off, I had to re-look up the definition. Or in other words, some people say prepare the others because I still won't be there. When I started to play Monopoly with that, that's when I mentally started to opt out and realize that I just didn't want that type of control over my life anymore. So options, when you start building them, they don't eliminate the responsibility that you still have to carry and handle. They give you choices. And now the way that my days are set up and crafted and created gives me choice in the responsibilities that I have. I have a responsibility to my cohort 1. I see them on Saturdays. I have a responsibility to cohort 2. They see me on Wednesdays. I have a responsibility to check in. I have a responsibility to follow up. I have a responsibility to make sure you're paired with your accountability partner. I have a responsibility to make sure that you are able to get a result that you desire if you're doing the work because you've paid for it and you've paid for the support, and I have that responsibility to support you. So no, it doesn't eliminate responsibilities. It just gives you choices in the way that you shift them and that you create them. And I'm so grateful that I actually get to have the choice in the way that this looks and the way that this feels, and just how my time is managed within this whole entire process. So that leads me to a question to just ask you, what's one thing you'd put on your calendar if you had more choices? If you had just more choices with your time, how would you use it? What's going on your calendar? What's coming off? What are you no longer doing? One thing that I am grateful for is the bit of structure that corporate America can give you, because you can pull that structure from the job that you were doing and place it into your business, but still redefine it or refine it on your terms, right? Maybe you check finances on Fridays. Excuse me. Maybe Wednesdays are coaching calls. those set meetings that you used to have with your team or your manager or finance and accounting. You just pivot them to now have them for yourself, and it looks different. Maybe Monday is your creative morning, where you leave Mondays available for any free time to connect in the community, to meet somebody for coffee, to just create and dream and build out your business. Whatever that needs to look like for you, it's just such a gift that you get to create it and make it that way. So your life is yours. And I've said this before, I want to say it again, but it's yours. And it's our job not to forget that. It's our job not to forget that we actually get to create what we really desire deep down inside. So whatever you're working towards, however you're trying to build your options, just know once you figure out what you want to do with it, you will then be in the position where you don't have to ask for the PTO. Your calendar gets to look the way that you want it to look. You get to take the time off if you want it. You get to keep the time. You get to make time for the moments that matter the most. The fact that I leave for a residency in Florida, I was able to leave for a residency in Florida and then extend my stay to hang out with my best friend is such a gift, because I would not have originally been able to do that before I left my job. That actually wasn't even really the plan. Like, I already knew in my mind, like, oh, we're just not even going to see each other. She had just moved back to Florida, her and her now husband, after living in the DMV area during his residency, I believe is what it was called. And so I told her, like, hey, I'll be down there. I don't know if we're going to see each other. And when things changed for me, I was actually able to follow up and say, hey, I'll be there. These are the dates. I actually have the hotel available from this period. You're welcome to spend the night if you want to. And yeah, we were able to coordinate that so we could actually plan to hang out and spend time together, a day and a half together. So I'm just like even grateful for that, because at this place and moment and stage in my life, my values matter to me more than anything. And I am relentlessly creating a life that allows me to live in the moment of my values more than anything. I am elevating and becoming the woman that's required to be the woman that is able to operate and live within her values. My values of getting my time back, my values of doing things on my own terms, my values of what serving others looks like, my values of what my coaching program looks like and what my offers look like, my values of even what does like communication and access and things along those lines look like, my values of what a slow Tuesday morning looks like, or how I get to invest differently now. Like, this is the work that we're doing in order to become that woman, in order to like have that be your real life reality. And my goodness, this is like the most rewarding piece of the work. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not alone. I don't think I am. Oh, that's a really, what? Oh, I don't know. It's a bee, but it's black and it's really big, but I don't see the yellow. Oh, now I see the yellow. Yep, gone, out of here. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sit with that. What is the one thing you'd put on your calendar if you had more choices? And like I said, your life is yours. It's yours. Don't forget, you get to craft what you desire and create what you want to experience. So until the next video, friends, take good care of yourself, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.